Netflix was a major presence at last year's Cannes Film Festival, but the streaming giant will be a no-show at this year's edition when it kicks off on May 8th. Festival director Thierry Frémaux will reveal the official lineup of films that will screen at the upcoming fest on Thursday. But ahead of the big announcement, the streaming giant has made it known that it won't be bringing any films to the festival this year. Frémaux had already said that Netflix films, because they do not get theatrical releases in France, would not be considered for competition slots this year, which are considered the most prestigious screening slots at the fest. The Hollywood Reporter first reported on April 6th that the streaming giant had been threatening to withhold films from the 2018 festival. Last year, Netflix toasted the 70th anniversary of the Cannes Film Festival with a lavish bash, hosted by Netflix's chief content officer Ted Sarandos. The streaming giant was also represented on the red carpet with the premieres of Noah Baumbach's The Meyerowitz Stories, new and selected, and Bong Joon-ho's Okja, which played as competition titles. But Cannes' decision to include the Netflix feature stirred up controversy, particularly in France, where the law, designed to protect motion picture theaters, says films may not appear on streaming services for 36 months after they play theatrically. While Netflix has booked films like Mudbound and The Meyerowitz Stories for limited theatrical runs in the US, day and date with their streaming debuts, its films have sidestepped theaters in France. Speaking at last year's festival, Sarandos addressed the brewing controversy, saying, "Everything about the way we consume entertainment has been changed by the internet, except the first window for theatrical." He noted that waiting 36 months between a theatrical release and an SVOD debut was too long, and that Netflix wouldn't release its movies in France in theaters until the law changes. But then Frémaux made it official last month that Netflix features wouldn't be selected for competition slots. In response, Netflix, which had several films that were considered likely candidates for Cannes debuts, has retaliated by saying it won't bring any movies to the festival this year. For the latest updates on this story, head to THR.com. Until next time, for the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.